Hey, good evening, everyone. This is Tammy Stoffel, and I am with stampintammy.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in Washougal, Washington. And I also am a full-time nurse, so I come to you on Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. Predictably is my plan is to be here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then just kind of a hit and miss mash of lives when I have days off. My schedule is such that I don't have a predictable same day off each week. So just trying to make the best of it, make sure that y'all know when I'll be here so that you can tune in. So the new catalog, the new January to June mini catalog, we can call it the spring catalog or whatever you might like, is now live. It went live yesterday. I did the video walkthrough of the catalog and the celebration items, and we got some beautiful, beautiful things. And one of the things that we've got tonight is this gorgeous Sunshine and Rainbows 6x6 Designer Series paper. And this coordinates with the rainbow, and I don't know the name of it off the top of my head. Unfortunately, I just blanked. It is the new Rainbow and Sunshine something or other stamp set and dies in the new catalog. And this specialty paper, this Designer Series paper, is a celebration item. So what that means is you have to earn it. You can't just purchase it. Okay? This is free with a $50 order. It's $50 before tax. And you can get this paper for free. It has, it's 6x6. It's got 48 sheets. So 4 pages of each design. There is the first design and the back side. Beautiful, beautiful. And then we've got some great, a nice stripe for a background. And look at that. You know, this really would go great with like the Seize the Days stamp set and dies for a an ocean or beach theme. So, so pretty. And then we've got polka dots. I mean, who doesn't love polka dots? Aren't they beautiful? Flip it over. There's some stripes. Fun colors, not your traditional rainbow colors, but fun nonetheless. And then more great background color. Again, more beautiful backgrounds. Check this one out. This is, I think it's Magenta Madness. Here, when we get to the bottom, I'll show you the coordinating colors. And then this is Misty Moonlight. And look at this one. This is really pretty. All these great rainbows. Fun. Different sizes. Some are a little more perfect than others. Look at that. That's so pretty. And then these clouds will coordinate with the cloud punch. And I don't have that yet, but I think it's on my must-have list. The cloud punch will punch out all of these clouds. They're also easily fussy cut. So if you don't mind fussy cutting, you can do that as well. And then this is the other side. So pretty. More rainbow stripes, a different width. And oh, is that pretty? Those little hearts. Pool party. And then more of the rainbow and a little different coloring. And some more polka dots. Stripes. And then this is chevrons up and down. And then these would also easily be die cut with the dies from that other, that stamp or bundle. Wish I could remember what it was called. Sorry about that. I'll put it in the description later. Or you could fussy cut. Another great background. And then this one is what we're going to use tonight. Okay. So pretty. And then the background there. And this looks like little half suns. Very, very nice. Alrighty, so the coordinating colors here are Bermuda Bay, Flirty Flamingo, Granny Apple Green, Magenta Madness, Mango Melody, Misty Moonlight, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Soft Seafoam, and So Saffron. All right, so let me move this paper out of the way and we're going to get to working on our project. I need to grab a little piece of the grid paper. So I have that ready to go. We're not going to do a lot of stamping tonight. The Designer Series paper will do most of the work. And let's see here. Okay. Alrighty, so here are our pieces that we're going to put together. What I have here is just a Misty Moonlight card base, and it is the traditional, let's see, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So we'll take the bone folder and give it a little burnish there. I hope everyone can hear me okay. Oh, perfect, Colleen. Page 18 of the mini catalog. Awesome. Thank you very much. I think I left my mini catalog in the living room by my chair. Sorry about that. I kind of had some toast and coughed and sputtered on it, of course. I am my mother's daughter. Sorry, Ma. This is Magenta Madness. This birthday card is for my mother-in-law, and her birthday is coming up at the end of the month, and I know she's not watching, so I'll just share that little tidbit there. This is Magenta Madness, and it's 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then the layering piece is 4 by 3. We're going to layer the two of those together. Oh, and the basic white is for the inside of the card, and that is the let's see, 5 1/4 by 4. 5 1/4 by 4. All right, so we'll set that off to the side. We're going to put those two together, and I don't know what I did with my glue. So I'm going to use the snail. It's an old adhesive that Stampin' Up! No longer carries. They've upgraded this to the Stampin' Seal. So this was called snail adhesive, and I've got like 3 of them all started and need to be used up. So we do have the tape runner style. That's called Stampin' Seal. There's Stampin' Seal Plus, which is a super duper heavy duty tape runner. And then there is the liquid adhesive, which is usually my go-to because it gives me wiggle room. All right, because I am notorious for putting things on a little crooked. So I need to be very careful to make sure that I'm putting this on correctly. And what I like to do is to make sure that I'm lining up 3 sides. And I find it's the easiest to work with the short side up and try to make sure I've got those lined up before I drop it into place. Okay, that's pretty okay. It's a little, maybe a hair long on this side, but at this point, yeah, whatever. We've got this creased, and we've got this piece here. We're going to pop this piece up on dimensionals, but first we're going to add a little bit of ribbon. And I think so I've got this brand new cotton ribbon combo pack, and it has 2 colors in it. This is petal pink, but because I have this mango melody, I think that's not going to go real well. I may use this Misty Moonlight. So let's open that up here. I will repost this video to YouTube. I've got other videos on YouTube as well. So if I'll have the link in the in my blog post, yeah, or you can search for me on YouTube. And I would appreciate it if you would subscribe. Subscribers help to get my videos out there so that you can find them easily. And I'll have a blog post up later this evening or first thing tomorrow morning with information about this card as well. And there it is. Sometimes you just have to find the end. Let's see here. That might get lost. Let's try another color here. Nope. All right, you guys, we may not be doing the ribbon, but we'll see. Let me give this another try here and see what I can come up with. So, what's your weather like where you're at? We are in rainy Pacific Northwest, and we live at 1,200 foot elevation, kind of in the foothills of the beginning of the Cascade Mountains, with the Columbia River Gorge, kind of at the entrance of the Columbia River Gorge on the west end. And the winter, man, we get hit with weather here at our house. So it can be a whole different ball of wax at in town, and then you drive up the river because town is 100 feet elevation, and we're sitting here at 1,200. I need a little longer. So we get such different weather than what they get in town. You just never know. We've had about 2 feet of snow on the ground, and then it started warming up, and we've had intermittent rain. We had some ice last week, more snow, slushy bunch of muck to drive through, and needless to say, it's been rather interesting. Today it warmed up things started melting off. It's rained a lot here and in town. Oh, I think I'll leave that. It's rained quite a bit. And then it started snowing up here. Thankfully, it's warmed up a little bit and it's raining again. So hopefully that means things will be not so terrible for us in the morning. Okay, so yeah, I think I like that. I'm going to get a little glue dot and we'll hold that in place, and then we'll use our dimensionals to pop that up, and then we're going to stamp a sentiment, and we will cut it out with the die cutting machine. I hope I'm in the, am I still working in camera? Yes. I want to make sure that I'm working in camera here. And so, you guys, I don't generally stream a second device to watch comments currently. It's something that, it's a work in progress here. We don't have wonderful internet service. We live out in the boonies. So sometimes streaming a second device is, for me anyway, because I have other people in the household, would make it so that everything would be all pixely. So I'm trying to not do that. If you have comments or questions, please put those in the or down in the video. Post your comments there, or you can send me a message and I can get back to you. I do go back after the video is over and answer any comments and questions. Okay, you want to put plenty of dimensionals on, and I kind of tend to do a dimensional overkill, but I don't like it when my cards sag in the, you know, the center. It's not so fun when it's sagging. So anyway, we're going to just pop this up on the dimensionals. We'll do the sentiment, and then I've got a potential idea for the inside. We'll take a look and see what I think. Okay, so we're going to eyeball it and line it up. That looks pretty good. All right. So far, so good, you guys. Looking okay. We'll set that there. We're going to do just a little bit of stamping with the happy birthday. And I'm going to use this die from the Stitched So Sweetly dies to be able to cut out the sentiment. I don't want it too big because I don't want to distract or take away from all of the pretty images in that designer series paper. And then we're going to do Happy Birthday from the Peaceful Moments stamp set. I know there's some great new sentiments in the stamp sets from the new catalog, but I don't have them yet. Okay, so we're just going to mount that like so. We're going to use Misty Moonlight ink. And I always give a trial stamp. That looks good. Okay. Step that off to the side. We're going to grab my chamois and we'll clean that off. I find that if I don't clean the stamps off right away, I invariably stick a piece of paper in it or my fingers. Okay, so we're going to die cut that piece. I'm gonna grab my die cutting machine, and hopefully it's not going to be too big on the screen for you. Let's see. Oh, I think that'll work. Okay, so I've got my well-loved plates here. I've got my sentiment and the label, or the die. Let's see. I want to make sure I've got it fairly lined up. And that looks good. Okay. Crank it through. Sorry about the jiggling of the table. Take that off of there. Okay. Well, let's get this out of the way. Okay. All right. And that looks really good. This is such a pretty little label or die. It makes such pretty labels. It's got that beautiful stitching around it. Looks so nice. And then we're going to add this. We're going to pop it up on dimensionals. And I chose this label, or this die, because one, I don't have the cloud punch, but the angles on this, the rounded edges, are a little reminiscent of a cloud. So we're going to just pop that up on dimensionals. Be careful when you're adding more than one layer of dimensionals to cards if you're going to mail them. Sometimes it'll cost a little bit more to mail those kind of cards. It needs to be under 1/4 of an inch thick for it to feed through the postal machines. Also, if you have rhinestones or any kind of embellishment that is has either sharper edges or pokes up a little bit, those things can get caught as well. So I usually put a layer, just a piece of cardstock over the top of that area, and then do two things. Put the envelope, in the envelope I'll put the back side of the card facing the front of the envelope, and then the front of the card covered, it's not big enough, but covered with designer series or regular cardstock to protect those embellishments, and it feeds pretty nice through the machine. Let's see. So we're going to use the iridescent rhinestones, and they're called iridescent rhinestones basic jewels, and these are really, really pretty. They pick up all different kinds of colors. They're brand new in the catalog. They're not terribly expensive, and there are 200 rhinestones on this card. There is let's see, 3 different sizes. There's the large, the medium, and then a plethora of the small ones. And they pick up the pinks, the oranges, the blue. So, so pretty. Can you see that? Let's see. Isn't that pretty? I just love those. I saw those in there and I'm like, you know, They remind me a lot of the of different colors, different colored opals, and I have the opal rounds, and these are some of my favorites as well. Opal is one of my favorite gems. It's my birthstone, so I really think they're beautiful. Okay, so we're going to put some gems on here. Start with one big one or medium, and then a couple of the small ones. And we're going to put them right there in the center of the sun. And look how that takes on the orange of the sun, that mango melody color. Isn't that beautiful? One, two, three. I like to do them in groupings of odd numbers, but I think I want to add another one here. So that's going to put us at 4. And I'll add one and then I'll add one here. Okay, so isn't that cute? So cute. I love that paper. So many great things you can do with that. Okay, so we've got my the inside that we need to do, and I have another stamp set from the catalog, and I haven't used it yet. It's Amazing Silhouettes, and it literally will look like this. Aren't those beautiful? I'm thinking I want to add the butterfly to the inside here. I'm going to go for that. I haven't even opened up this stamp set, so we're going to try it here on live. Pop this out. I'm not going to take the time to put the label or the sticker on. We'll just roll with it, and it looks kind of funny here, but let's stamp it on our grid paper first so we get an idea what it looks like. And I think that we're not going to be disappointed. Well, I'm looking for my block. I'll get another one out here. This is the D block that we're going to need for that image. And we're just going to kind of pop it on sideways there. We're going to ink it up with Misty Moonlight, and we're going to stamp it and see what it looks like. Okay, here we go. So this is a it's not a distinctive stamp set, but it definitely has a kind of a reverse image to it. Okay, oh yeah, oh that's pretty. Okay, so we're going to put a little butterfly down here in the corner. And there we go. Isn't that pretty? I just love that. That is very, very nice. And that is, again, the Amazing Silhouettes. I can see I'll be doing more with this stamp set. This would be a beautiful image to crop in a rectangle, or you could fussy cut around the edges. Very pretty. Does not have dies to go with it. Okay, so let's get this inside, and we'll be ready to wrap this video up. Okay, so like I said, my blog post will be up either late tonight or first thing tomorrow morning. I do upload the videos to YouTube, so you can find it there as well. And I appreciate all of your support. If you'd like to order any of the products, you can do so from my online store. If you need assistance with that, please just let me know, and I'm happy to help. Likes, comments, and shares on my videos all help to get the word out so people can see what I'm doing. And there is our darling card with the Sunshine and Rainbows Designer Series paper from the Celebration catalog. Remember, this paper you have to earn. You can't just purchase it. $50 increments, and you get a free item from the Celebration catalog, and that runs through the 28th of February. This paper will likely sell out before February 28th. So my suggestion is, if you see something in that catalog and you really like it, order now rather than later, because it could easily sell out. If you don't have a catalog and you would like one, and you're not currently working with another demonstrator, just send me a message with your name and your full address, and I'll be happy to pop one in the mail for you. Okay, thank you for watching, everyone. Have a good evening.